Oh, Captain, till we find where the treasure be. I see beyond the sea. Oh, Captain, till we go on a journey. Follow me, we shall go foreign.
Alright, anyway, what we're gonna do today, I have finished the Hunter the Parenting stuff, as y'all know. What we're gonna do today, while I figure out uh, which way I want to jump next exactly, I'm gonna watch the stuff I haven't reacted to on stream. I'm switching which one I'm watching. This one was posted very recently. The one I was gonna watch was 11 months ago, but this one is very new. Why are you doing this? Okay. What did I don't know what I just did. Let me do this real quick. Sorry. Where is it? There it is. I'm using the Azeron Syra that I got right after I was or not right after, but not that long after I came back from the hospital, and it's a little awkward to use, so I apologize. All right. This is stop. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. This is Internet Historian, but it's his second channel, Incognito mode. This is called Conspiracies. If you haven't seen any of his videos before, whether it's his Incognito mode, which he seems to be posting to a little more regularly than the Internet Historian channel, but either way, you should watch his stuff. It's fantastic. He's hilarious. He reads through My Immortal, which I have watched. It's amazing. So, this is conspiracies though. So yeah, we're gonna watch this, and I will figure out exactly what way I want to jump with the um Brava Alpha Boosta stuff. And yeah, that's all. Alright, here it goes.
NordVPN by YouTube brought conspiracies. Conspiracies? What are Chirp. What are conspiracies? What are... Look, all I want to know is, what are Wait a minute. Are they making the green M&M less sexy?
Oh my gosh. Oh.
I'm not a big conspiracy guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I kind of just like the little ones that don't really matter.
Give me an example.
I recently was grocery shopping and I bought a limited edition detergent.
What? Okay. Limited edition detergent. That just... I don't know what to say to that. Limited edition detergent. Some of this limited edition stuff is out of hand, and people will keep it. Now, I can't say too terribly much. Y'all, some of y'all know this. I worked at a nonprofit, and there some limited edition stuff came through there, and it's just like looking at it, it's some of it was cool. The food stuff always throws me though. I have, gosh, my parents had a couple of limited edition. I don't know if my mom still has them. She might. Had a couple of limited edition like Coke bottles with really weird necks and stuff from either the 70s or 80s. I don't remember when they got them. So I was either very young or wasn't born yet. So, and I can't say a whole lot. I do have like a limited edition Fanta. It's one of the Beetlejuice ones. I'm not gonna drink it because the flavor is weird, but the can looks cool. But some of it's like, it's so odd just how much there is. I don't go out of my way for it. My husband happened to see the can and he was like, "Oh, she'd probably like this," and he was right. I would. So, I have a sandworm that I desperately wish I could wrap around it, but it's sewn in such a way that I cannot. But that would be great if I could. It would be awesome. Limited edition food is something that they've gotten us used to. But when it gets to like limited edition soaps, I don't like it. I wish that like my favorite scents were available year round for like body wash and stuff. I don't like the FOMO there.
That was wild berry
There's a
scent.
long way to my point.
I opened it and started using it right away. And every time I clean the dishes now, I think, wow, that's a delicious wild berry scent.
Yeah.
But then I had to go to a hospital, right? And it just
Oh,
stinks like
gosh.
chemicals. And it's like, we have the technology to make cleaning things that smell delightful.
Oh.
Yet you go to the hospital and it smells like cat piss?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
That is a good point. What else have you got?
So when I was a kid, my sister had been to like a party.
That
with
is a
glow
good
sticks.
question.
Right.
And so she put a bunch of them in the freezer because she had heard that if you put a glow stick in the freezer, it stays glowy for longer. I think that's not true.
It does. No, it does. It slows down the chemical reaction.
Nah, there's no chemicals. It's just little green goblins. I'm telling you.
It's
with little torches.
Green Goblins.
So I'm a kid, right? And we used to have,
I love it.
like, you know, ice blocks. I don't know what you
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. How many did you drink?
Just the one. But
Oh,
so
gosh.
I go into the freezer. I go, oh, wow, that must be some new thing. And I get some scissors from the kitchen. I snip it off. And I drink it down.
What in color was it, and what flavor?
It was a reddy purple. It tasted like soap, but it was spicy like Tabasco. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, no, that's good. Yeah.
Now, here's where the conspiracy comes into it, right?
That's weird.
My sisters are running around screaming in circles. He's gonna die! He's gonna die! Oh no! My mum's on the phone with like a poison control hotline or something.
I
being like,
mean,
my son
as
just
well
drank
she
a
should
glow
be.
stick."
They just go, "You're the worst mother."
Oh,
This is
gosh.
your fault.
I hope you made plenty of nice arrangements for the funeral, ma'am.
There's no point making it closed casket. He'll just glow right through it.
Put him in the freezer. He'll last longer.
But yeah, so here's the thing, right? They're saying, you know, you can't drink glow sticks, they're toxic, you'll die, etc. The poison control.
Does
people,
anyone say
their
that you'll die?
solution was, I had to gargle ice cubes, not to neutralize the chemicals, purely to get rid of that spicy, annoying sensation. So here's the conspiracy. I drank a glow stick, 0 adverse effects. Nothing happened. So they've been saying, oh no, don't drink glow sticks, they're bad for you. They'll make you sick.
But don't.
But I could have sworn I could see in the dark. Nothing bad happened.
What?
Nothing bad happened. Soapy,
And a
With hint of
superpower.
Tabasco.
wild berry.
Wild berry. Oh my god, maybe it was a wild berry. Maybe that's what. Oh my god. You don't think You don't think?
No, it couldn't be. No, it's just going to be a
That's a
conspiracy.
conspiracy. You're
Surely,
crazy.
surely.
What's up,
You just making it
Soodle?
up for attention.
All right, so I wasn't expecting it to be like a conversation, but that's fine. What is your favorite conspiracy theory? Not one you believe, just like your favorite one. Aw. I just saw one of my frogs go to catch a fly and something extra got on his face. I think that's the boy. And he like wiped it off with his front foot and it was so cute. I love my frogs. I'm okay. Yeah, but where are the aliens from is the question, because there is a conspiracy that they're from the ocean and not from outer space. Do you believe in or do you like the theory of ocean aliens or space aliens? Or both? Both is valid. Both is valid. I know it's completely ridiculous. Obviously not true. Both, fair enough. But the hollow earth theory is fun. It's a lot of fun. The toilet buttons are lying. And this is this is Internet Historian on his second channel. Oh my gosh. Incognito mode. So I don't know if you know who Internet Historian is, but he makes fantastic videos to begin with. I said this earlier, so it's a repeat if anybody listens to this on YouTube. But I think his secondary channel is the one where he read My Immortal. So this one's it's about conspiracies, and it seems almost podcasty. Maybe it is a podcast. I've never really listened to a lot from this channel. It's mostly been the Internet Historian one.
Oh, I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. Toilets.
Yes.
I think there is no standard for what the big button does and what the small button does.
Now I'm going to need you to elaborate. On
Button?
that.
So, okay. Very often, people go number 1. Less often, people go number 2. So, naturally, the big
What
one
does he
is the
mean,
one
buttons?
that's frequently pressed.
Wait, what does he mean buttons? I don't think I've ever seen a toilet with a button. Oh, okay, fair enough.
Because it's the big one. It's the one that everybody
Yeah, we just have
aims
the
for, right?
handles.
So that should be the small
I
fluff.
feel like
And so very often, which the buttons are probably better or worse. They could be worse, because at least with the handle, if the mechanisms start to get loose, you can get away with jiggling it for a little while to make it stop running. But what about the buttons? Like, do you just like button mash it until it stops? Or is that not an issue with the way their mechanisms work? Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to mute you. No, you're fine. I am curious though, like, honestly. Are the mechanisms different? Or do you have to like rapid press it to get it to stop?
Exactly.
Until you
Look at
can
this
fix
one.
it.
No, don't misconstrue.
Because, like, honestly, it's not like, something minor goes wrong with the toilet. It's not like you can always immediately go out and fix it. Work, kids, just other bills, whatever. It may not be something that you can do immediately. So I want to know. I want to know.
Misconstrue me. I think you're an idiot.
So you're telling me that the small button gets pressed more often than the big button?
It's.
Yeah, it's not so simple, is it?
I understand your logic, but I think it's built on a weak predicate. You're conflating big with important, when in this case, big means big, in that it's the big flush, it's the full flush.
I would have
The
assumed.
small means half
Okay.
flush. It's a...
Now, you're telling me that this
So-
button gets pressed 5 times as often as this one on the
No,
left?
I know. I
This
don't believe-
makes.
So what I'm saying is that across
Okay.
all toilets, there is a non-standardization. Look at this. Which one is it?
It's 1 water and 2 water. 1 is less water and 1 is more water. It's like that's so clear to me.
Wrong. 1 big drop for solids, 2 smaller drops for liquid. Which one is it?
The one on the left is the half flush, and the one on the right is the full flush.
Which one's the bigger one? You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Oh my gosh.
Only the plumber.
The one on the left is the full flush. The one on the right is the half flush. Yeah, go on. Give us another one. This is easy. I can do this all day.
Not so easy now, is it?
The one on the left is the full flush, and the one on the right's the half flush. Maybe you just don't have an eye for it.
I think this is like gold like the sun, so it's P.
Yeah.
And then dark like the moon.
The
So
moon's
it's
not
The
dark.
darker stuff.
Why is
Well,
it red?
Okay, okay. I guess technically the moon is dark because it has. Did you see the lunar eclipse last night? Sorry. That's such a weird segue. I wanted to stay up for it, but I was so tired and I had to take my meds, which knocked me out. So I only saw part of it. And I'm so mad. I've never seen an actual. That's the most I've seen of a lunar eclipse, and it was just the beginning. But like the apex was gonna be at like 3 something. Oh, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry. But it was gonna be like at 3 something in the morning. If it had been at like 4, my husband's usually up by 4 anyway, and I would have just texted him and be like, "Hey, I don't want to set an alarm. Will you wake me up so I can see the eclipse and then go back to sleep?" Because I wake up like a couple of hours after him, but I get to sleep a couple hours after him, so I don't know. I wish I had been able to see it. I bet it was cool.
What if we just had one button, and instead we used AI to
Oh,
determine
no.
how large the flush should be?
I
Or
don't want
a
an
dial
AI
and
toilet.
a button. Turn the dial for small amount, more, and then, full.
I
I
mean,
see what you're saying, but I always will go the small one,
Really?
100%.
I don't think I've ever pressed the small button.
Well,
And I don't in public bathrooms because I don't like the idea.
Yeah.
So I'll just hold it and then get very sick. But I always press the big
Aw.
one because that's the big button. Why wouldn't I press the big button?
maybe it's because I've grown up in places where there's levels of water restriction. I half flush on number 2s.
Really?
I almost never use a full flush. Like, I could not tell you the last time I've used a full flush.
Mm.
I remember when I learnt the rhyme, if it's yellow, let it
See-
mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And I was at
everyone's heard that rhyme. I. One sec. Alright, we're gonna get through this video. And I'm either gonna
My
have
mum's work.
I'm gonna either have to go to the BRB screen or end the stream and maybe start it again later. I have to go to the youngest's school, and I have to walk up there. I don't have a car, so I have to walk up there. Watch it start raining then. That would be my luck. I'm just frustrated. But I just have to take something to him, and hopefully he'll be okay after that. So we'll get through the video and I'll figure it out.
When I was like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8,
Mm.
and I was in an elevator with my mum and a woman who I found out
I
was
forgot what I
her
was saying
boss.
before. Oh, I think I was gonna say, like, as far as the buttons go, I feel like people would push the big button more because it's big. The meaning doesn't matter. Just because it's big. That's it. That's all. That's all people need.
And I was like, Mum, check this out. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
What? And then you just said the rhyme.
Yeah, and then Mum's like, oh, that's great. That's great, shut up. She's like, I wish that glow stick took you.
There was a time we were on tank water, and we used to have a saying: "If it's yellow, say goodbye, fellow. If it's brown, let it stick around."
What?
No flush for number 2. Big flush for number. Ad time. What does the VPN
That's ridiculous.
in NordVPN stand for?
An ancient society has kept this knowledge hidden.
I will say, his comment about it not really being standardized. If you've grown up around the button system, there's always going to be outliers, whatever, but I think most people are going to be able to tell which is which. There are obviously going to be some exceptions. And the 1-drop, 2-drop thing for the water, that could be misconstrued, but after you use it, you should be able to tell a difference between which one is which. I think standardization would be great, though, just to make it easier. But companies are never going to do that.
Or at least, that's what my archaeologist grandfather told me. Behold, Nordboy, one of the Nord ruins' many puzzles. See how it reroutes my data.
Whoa, you just opened the Theodore Roosevelt. Where are we going, Nordman?
With NordVPN servers all over the globe, anywhere the clues lead. Look, on the back of the Statue of David. Give me your UV light. It's a message from the Founding Fathers. With this, we could get the international Netflix catalog, and a whole bunch of other geo-locked streaming content like BBC iPlayer and Japanese DTV. All the clues are lining up with the next solar eclipse. We gotta get to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier before this exclusive deal expires. Uh-oh, it's the Society of Online Marketers. We've been trying to track your every step.
I love his ads.
They want to make an online profile of our web traffic so they can target us with advertising, and I can't let that happen.
Is that what I think it is?
Martin Luther
Probably.
King Jr.'s Dreamcatcher.
Wow!
Don't let go, Nordman!
Oh my gosh.
I wasn't going to.
The eclipse is happening now. The ancient riddle.
Virtual, private. We've got 2 of 3.
What could the N stand for, Nordman?
I'm afraid to find out. From the producers of Nordshank Redemption Nord
Oh
and
my-
director Christopher Nordlin. I'm
Oh
afraid
my
your adventure
gosh.
stops here, Nordman. Hand over Harriet
Nordshank
Tubman's cipher, or I'll shoot
Redemption.
the boy. This temple had its IP address exposed. It's gonna collapse.
The key to the cipher. It's on your grandfather's old pocket watch, which he gave you on his deathbed in his will before he died.
If it was known, it would mean the end of civilization itself.
Oh, network. It's network. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yep.
I thought it would be.
National treasure.
So get NordVPN today.
Good.
Go to nordvpn.com/incognito to get a huge
I
deal
like
on a
his
2-year plan plus
commercials.
4 bonus months.
Oh.
Ad over.
Had to get some MRIs a while back.
Ooh. I was gonna say something and then I got distracted by my frogs. I don't know what this conspiracy is. I've never heard it. I guess this is just like minor, like really minor conspiracies. But I have definitely seen MRI machines suck some things in that are metal.
They were really long. It was like an hour and a half. I'm in this.
Ooh. I can't. I would never be able to get one. I would never be able to get one. Because I have a plate in my arm now. Wow.
Machine. It was like really boring.
Did you not have a phone?
No, but they gave us headphones which played music. The guy was like, "What kind of music do you listen to?" And I was like, "Oh, I mean, I mostly listen to like video game stuff." So he's like, "All right." So he goes, "Fuck, this is already making me laugh." So he goes on YouTube Music and types in "video game music playlist," and he's like, "What does this look all right?" Now it was a bunch of like Undertale.
Oh
and
my
stuff.
gosh.
So he puts it on.
Yeah.
Puts me on the table and he puts the headphones on, locks my head in, and
Okay,
the
I
music
mean,
starts playing, and it's the Skyrim main theme song. Just imagine this mental image of me getting fed into an MRI machine while it's Dovagin.
Oh my gosh. That is
very funny.
kind of epic.
But later on, when I came out of the machine, he was like, "Oh, how's the music going?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, it's great. It played some stuff from Shin Megami Tensei 4, which it did." And he goes, "Yeah, and Donkey Kong."
Oh, now that's relatable.
Well, okay, the point of the MRI story was not the Dovahkiin music. The point is that you're in there for like an hour and a half, and it's just making a bunch of really loud noises, but you can't see anything happening.
Was it an MRI of your head?
That was my whole spine.
Your whole spine.
It's crazy.
Oh
technology.
wow.
No,
It is. It is. Do you reckon it's real?
MRIs.
I would.
No, I reckon they just
So-
put you in and then they just get someone in Blender and they just like put together a spine and they're like, yeah, it is, yes. And they just make it all fucked up and they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna have to take your spine out, put your spine back in.
You didn't drink any glue sticks when you were a kid, did you?
They do that before they put you in. It's like, you
Oh
don't have
my
any metal
gosh.
piercings, any tattoos,
So-
You didn't drink any glow sticks when you were.
If I could get an MRI, which I can't now because yeah. But if it was something that like I ever had to do and they gave me an option to listen to stuff, I don't know what I would ask them to put on. But like going into the machine with the Skyrim music, that's so good.
Before, did you? No, ma'am. Have you ever had an MRI before?
Yeah, actually, my doctor was worried I might be just like too
Or
smart.
too handsome?
Yeah, and so they had to take a whole bunch of scans, and they were like, "What's going on? These numbers are off the charts." And they were seeing like parts glowing and stuff, and they're like, "I think this guy's using more than 10%."
There's actually no problems at all. You might
Have
be
you,
the most healthy and handsome
Have any of
man
y'all
we
ever had?
ever scared.
I don't know who else
Can
here.
you see
Have any of
this
y'all ever
document?
had
Just a
an
release form.
MRI?
I'm like, yeah, anything for a fan.
I never have.
What do you think about space? I like it.
I also have
Honestly,
no idea
I
if my
don't.
chat's actually
Perhaps
working.
we went to the moon, but I think the footage we have isn't real.
I think they went to Mars and
Ooh,
filmed
yeah.
it there.
Just because the lighting was better?
Yeah, we don't have the technology.
They just color corrected
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that makes a lot more sense. Because they were going to do it on Venus, but when they tried to green screen it out, it just, yeah.
Because they're not directors, so they would just be there with the f***ing camera. Like, they don't know to hold it in, like, widescreen mode. They're, like, there with their
Yeah.
phone, doing it in vertical.
Can you imagine Neil Armstrong's up there with the camera, and he doesn't realize he's actually got it on selfie camera. He's just like, yeah, check this out. It's literally just on
Oh
selfie
my
camera.
They had to
gosh, that would be
reconstruct it off
great.
the reflections from
The
his helmet.
reflection, yeah.
So there's the three. There's Armstrong
Buzz Lightyear.
and Collins, Andrew Collins.
Well, I'm just going to say third astronaut, in case his name, Michael Collins.
At least he got the
Nice
last
one.
name.
Yeah.
He got
Dead.
the last
Oh, he's dead.
name.
That's a shame.
He died.
He got the last name. I'm not gonna fall. It's so hard to remember names, and there's so many names in history. He did well.
On the moon.
Yeah, they'll have to leave him there. Oh, look, here's a picture of Michael Collins meeting President Trump.
Oh, really?
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Some say it was his greatest achievement.
It's great. It's like, oh, so he's busy. We can get you Obama. No. Well, I mean, I like the idea if it's just like Trump like doesn't know who he is. He's like, oh yeah, well, you're Buzz's friend. Yeah, Woody. That was my Trump impression. But like his
That was not
expression
great.
looks like,
Oh yeah, wow, he's seen some stuff. I've got something really important to tell
He's
you.
got-
Mr.
He's got what we call third degree. There was Kevin. Kevin eyes. Like he's got, or maybe fifth degree. I don't know. He has seen some stuff. So we've got kind of a joke about specifically around Attack on Titan. Based off of how some of the characters' eyes look like they have seen some shit, which obviously, if you lived there, if you lived on that island, you did see some stuff. You saw some shit. But some people definitely saw more than others. So we started rating people's eyes off of this one dude, and I'm pretty sure his name was Kevin. But it's been a little while since I've seen it, and I'm just awful with names to begin with. So yeah, we we just started doing that. So like third degree, fourth degree, fifth degree, Kevin eyes.
President, you gotta know about the moon. There's a thing.
There's goblins on the moon.
I haven't told
Oh my
anyone before.
gosh.
They took Neil and they took Buzz and they replaced him.
Oh fuck.
And no one will listen to me.
Do you think he gets sick of the moon? Because there's nothing anyone wants to talk to him about except for the moon, right?
the moon, yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he goes out at night and he sees the moon. He's like, oh,
Didn't
ah. What happens to werewolves on the moon? If you put a werewolf on the moon, does he just turn into a werewolf all the
Well,
time?
they're just
Oh
werewolves
my
all the time.
gosh.
Yeah.
Do they need space?
moon wolves.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be scary.
that'd be really spooky.
Wait, what do you reckon?
And all of their names are
moon.
Moon.
The previous crew.
Oh my
Apollo
gosh.
1.
So you're on the moon.
Sorry, let me just pretend that the moon's real for a second. Okay, yeah, I'm on the moon. Go on.
You're bouncing around, and it's great. You're having a good time. But
But what if you bounce too high? Will you fall off? Can you fall off the moon?
no, you can't fall off the moon. What does that even mean?
I mean, I just think that it's like, what if it's
Fall
like,
where? Down space? Fall to the bottom of space?
yeah, I don't know. Maybe you fall off the moon. Maybe you trip and fumble, and you just got to sort of keep going.
Oh my
I think that's
gosh.
the angriest I've ever heard you. Do you reckon they started doing push-ups, and they're like, yeah, check this out. 150 push-ups, easy.
Like one finger.
But he's doing it with his knees down. He's like,
No, just film from the top half up. Neo, film from the top half up.
part of me thinks, just part of me, deep in my soul,
That'd
thinks,
be
I
so
reckon you could
difficult.
fall off the moon.
What, you're just walking around normally, you just gotta be really careful.
God, I hope I don't fall.
Trip, and then whoop. When
What fun
I was a
stuff are
kid,
they
I
hiding?
read a book called The Blue Nowhere by Jeffrey Deaver.
Go on.
It's a deadly game of cat and mouse, where one guy is the world's greatest hacker, and
Oh,
the
it's
other
Hacker
one
Man.
is a brilliant but tortured criminal investigator who's slightly new to the computing world, right? There's one point where they're having a hack,
Point and
and they're like,
click.
we got to get into his mainframe.
Or the
And
point-
then he's like, he's hacking into
Yeah.
our mainframe
You
at
know
the
what I'm
same
trying
time.
to
And they
say.
go back and forth. Who can counter hack the best? And then it seems as though the hacker guy has kind of stopped. Maybe we did it. Maybe we won. All of a sudden, the computer that they were hacking on explodes. Because the bad guy hacker managed to turn off all the cooling fans.
Oh.
And it just somehow exploded. What I'm trying to get around to is, how come the NSA doesn't do cool shit like that?
Yeah, it's never something cool like Watchdog, like hacking the bollards, and I'm like, dude, a bollard hack, activate. In a world connected by Web 3.0, nothing is safe.
Imagine we like go to war with China. They press the button and all the bollards go up at once.
But then I've got a sweet motorbike and I can get
Wow.
between the bollards. So I'm driving on my sweet motorbike. I'm listening to Day and Night by Kid Cudi.
Cut the Skyrim.
Yeah, I've got Skyrim theme playing.
They're hacking
Yes.
all the traffic lights. They're turning them all red.
But I mean, I don't stop at red lights anyway. Nice try.
So next, they use up all the prepaid mobile data on your phone, and suddenly you can't connect to the internet.
And my plan doesn't reset until the 10th, so my hack gets cancelled.
My hack gets cancelled.
And which is hard because my other hand was already holding a beer, so now my hand's
I love that idea. Just being at the, I don't know, the NSA, the CIA headquarters. Stand down. Cancel the hack.
we need him working for us.
Thing is, like, you've got the movie version of hacking,
I'm getting hacked. This is major.
and then you've got the real life version of hacking,
Which is not-
much more boring.
Yes.
You can take a look at a website I'm trying to get to.
It's like,
By click.
it's not nearly as entertaining as the movies make it, or video games. Not to watch, at least.
Clicking that link, he's just given David full access to his computer.
We're on his computer right now.
Tedious.
But what
Oh,
if
gosh.
it actually is as fun as in the movies, and it's much more like, yeah, have you seen Swordfish?
Yeah.
You're like, you're like spinning a cube around, and you're going, the cipher is being decrypted.
Oh, yeah.
You see the number going up. That would be so exciting. I think that that's actually what hacking is like, and there's a deliberate move to pretend that it's not.
But what, like, why?
I heard that the underground, government, whatever, I heard that they actually have like this big document that effectively has like contingencies for a whole bunch of really strange scenarios.
Well, what kind of contingencies would it be? Like what happens if the president has
I'm
a sore
so
tummy
curious.
today and he has to do an address?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
I reckon it'd be like, it wouldn't be an easy, simple solution. It would be the most convoluted thing possible. It's like, all right, so we actually have a clone of him ready to go.
Oh my gosh.
So he can stay in bed. The clone can go out and do the speech.
wait a minute. What if you cloned Trump,
Sure.
then dispatched with the original? Would the clone still be president?
Would he still want to be president? You'd be like, whoa.
They're asking the
wait a
real
minute.
questions
Maybe
here.
it's my chance to be my own guy.
What if he goes to sign the thing at the inauguration?
Yeah.
And some other guy runs in real fast and signs his name.
I'm pretty sure that just doesn't count.
What if you're swearing in the president and it's a woman?
They've
and she's
gone
pregnant?
away from
Is
what
the
they
baby
were
also
talking
president?
about with
No,
hacking.
I think
If conjoined
How did we get to presidential clones and pregnancy from hacking?
twins win the presidency.
One's president, one's vice president?
Yes.
That is an intriguing prospect.
Because they're not supposed to have the president and the vice president in the same room at the same time.
That sounds like fake.
No, it's true, because what if someone bombs
That's
the
not
room?
true,
Then you
though.
lose both.
That's literally not true because I have seen the vice president and the president in the same room at the same time. Maybe it's just for speeches. But I have seen them. Like, what?
But what about all those pictures where it's like Obama and Biden hugging?
Did
Yeah.
you know that Trump has never met with that other guy?
JD Vance.
Yes.
That's
They've never met. Because they can't ever be in the same room at the same time. It's illegal.
That's
both the
not
immediate
true.
It is illegal.
That's so funny.
It is illegal. Yeah, no.
That's
I
not
actually had a
true.
girlfriend like that where we couldn't be in the. It was.
What if
Yeah.
Putin
Oh my
wanted
gosh.
to hang out with Trump like all the time, like be friends with him, and Trump was like, I don't want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't leave. And so eventually he had to get a restraining order against him. But then Putin was like, well, you can't because I have diplomatic immunity.
Ooh,
Oh
that
my
is
gosh.
Very intriguing.
What would you do?
It'd have to become a extra legal process where it's like, oh yeah, hi Putin. Yeah, no, Donald's not feeling very well today. We're just putting him to bed, so you might have to just come back another day, Putin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I've got it. Okay.
I feel like the
don't think
diplomatic immunity probably can't apply to like the president, but that is funny.
there are any real restrictions on Air Force One.
Oh yeah, okay, go on.
So is the president allowed to just fly around to wherever to get ice cream or whatever? Or you know what I mean? Like,
Can
okay,
he
now
barrel
stop here.
roll?
Yeah, that was good. Now let's stop here. Yes, let's stop at this Ben and Jerry's.
Could be completely wrong. But when Air Force One goes somewhere, there's like 2 other identical Air Force Ones that are like also going. So it's like,
Yeah, I think so.
I reckon the limitation comes
gotta
down
sneeze.
to, mechanical constraint. Like, there's just not enough space for 3 planes at Ben and Jerry's.
Managed
Yeah, I
to
suppose
mute,
it's
but
the-
you
yeah,
might have
it's
heard
the
the first
landing.
of it.
I asked that to, I sent a DM to Notch once, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been on a private plane. Like, let's say you were going from New York to LA. Are you allowed to just say mid-flight, hey, can you stop?
Just
and we can get ice
casually
cream?"
managing
And
that he,
Did he reply?
he said,
just casually mentioning that he just like talks to Notch. I don't know if that's like normal or not. I've never tried.
nothing is fine. So I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know. I've never been on a private plane. I don't know what the rules are.
I just want to clarify, did you actually message Notch that?
Yeah.
That's so funny, man.
You know what we forgot to do? Who are you?
Oh, yeah.
Hello,
Hello, everyone.
It's Mr. B
I'm
from Story Mode.
an editor.
Listen, we got Story Mode. We got other channel, right? It's got 2 problems.
they've got
Number 1, not enough people do reactions. I go to YouTube. I go to reactions. Everybody react in main channel Incognito. We are the Story
I guess
Mode
Incognito.
reactions.
I
What
didn't
the
know.
hell?
I didn't know
Also,
there were
other
3
problem.
channels.
Story Mode. Bad name. I'm changing it. Explained. I think that's a better name.
Explained.
Yeah, I like it when people have to pronounce things funny.
Yeah.
Have you noticed, like on main channel, like
I
you
like
know
that,
why
though.
it's called the Varus Strikes Buck?
Yeah.
It means nothing. It's just so that when I knew reaction channels were gonna watch it, they would pronounce it funny.
This is the Varus Strax book. Strake's book. I can't just read what he wrote, apparently.
And it was just like funny to me that they'd have to. Anyway, point is, I like explained better. I think it's better because then you know what you're getting.
But maybe some people haven't seen Story Mode.
Oh,
so
right, well-
what are they getting?
To do, Nate heads off into the wasteland. He goes running for many miles along the road. It's just
Oh
like
my
that Cormac
gosh.
McCarthy novel.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch
Until
some of
he
those.
comes across an old petrol station? Whoa! And there he meets a new hairy 4-legged friend.
Oh, I've only got 2 legs, Mr. B.
No, Mr. Z, this is a dog called Dog Meat, and he's gonna be our new friend.
Nate asks if he's seen Sean at all.
Give me Sean! Now!
Alas, this shepherd hound only speaks German.
Ihr Sohn ist 60
gosh.
Jahre alt und leitet das Institut.
Good.
Do you think
good.
this boy could have used a harpoon? Look at him. He's a wee lad.
No, he's far too scrawny. Thin-necked urchin dunderpate like you could never wield a poon such as this.
Are you Alex?
Weirdly, he recognizes her.
That's me.
I'm Ryan.
If she was taking that kind of body language, I would not dare.
Yeah, taking a
Approach.
step forward.
No.
No.
Oh my
Looks
gosh.
Like, like a dog, its ears go back and it starts showing its teeth. And you're like, here, boy! Like, no. Scoot into the corner, little fella.
It is the perfect background content.
Generally, what happens is you'll come in. It's
Yeah.
usually like 12:30 or something. You just woke up.
Yeah.
And you're like, I kind of just feel like watching video games today.
Yeah, I don't want to play it. But tell me what's happening.
Indiana Jones is solving a puzzle in the temple.
What kind of puzzle?
He's got to pour holy wine down a drain to get pictures of Jesus.
Oh, this is too complicated. Skip this part.
Oh no, but we need to do it.
Do some sound effects with your mouth. Make it more funny.
And then you like throw an empty beer bottle at me. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
That's the conspiracy. NordVPN.com/incognito.
Alright, so-
to you again, thanks.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone like introduce someone at the end of a video like that. So that's pretty great. I was like, I don't know if this is normal. I don't know if this guy is usually here or not. I have no idea. So, woo! That was cool. That was pretty good. It wasn't quite what I was expecting from his content, but yeah. Not bad. It was pretty funny. Alright, so
I see beyond the sea. Oh, Captain, can we find where the treasure be? I